All right, guys, as you know, yesterday we multiplied and divided rational expressions or fractions. Today, get to add them. All right, here we go. The core concept, adding, subtracting with like denominators. I know you know this. Gosh, at least I think people know this. Sometimes I'm surprised that they don't. But when you're adding fractions that already have the same denominator, all you do is add the numerators together. The denominator stays exactly the same. I have seen people before add denominators before, so that's why same thing works with subtraction. Going to show you one of those. These two fractions right here already have the same denominator, so all you have to do is add the numerators, make one big fraction, and there you go. Now technically, if you wanted to, you could factor the 2 out the top, which would be, hey, look what happens, x squared plus 1 over x squared plus 1, and then you could cancel, because you can cancel factors, remember, only factors, and you just end up with 2. That was pretty cool how that just happened. All right, what about if you don't have same denominator, if they're different denominators? Oh no. All right, so I want you to see a pattern here. Look at these. If you're adding 2 fractions with different denominators, look how we got that least common denominator. We just multiplied the 2 denominators together, and look what's on top of this one. Look at that numerator, look at that numerator. Basically, they did this. They cross-multiplied that way, and got the numerators. That's amazing. Same thing with subtraction, which we'll do tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to show you a couple, and hopefully you get it pretty quick. All right, here we go. Now, what I'm seeing is 2 different denominators here. I always, it's a good habit to be in. I'm going to go that, I'm going to go ahead and factor denominator here and make it, let's see, x plus 1. Okay, so my LCD, my denominator. Yeah, let's do it this way. First of all, looking at these 2 terms, what are 3 and 9 both going to? They both go into 9. X and x squared, what do they go into? Always pick the biggest exponent, and I have the x plus 1. So basically what I did, I chose every single factor I had down here in my denominator. Now, I'm going to ask myself this. Look at my first fraction, look at that first denominator. What does it need to become that one? Like, what's it missing? And the answer is it's missing the x plus 1. So I'm going to do the 7 times x plus 1. Now I'm going to look at the second one and ask the same question. What does it need to become this? Well, the 3 needs another 3. The x needs another x. It already has the x plus 1. I'm going to do that times x. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the math in my numerator. If I can move this up a little bit. There we go. And just see what happens. So I'm going to do 7x plus 7, just distribute there, plus 3x squared over 9x squared times x plus 1. I'm just going to rearrange it a little bit to make it look a little better. 3x squared plus 7x plus 7 over 9x squared times x plus 1. I'm trying to think about if that will factor or not. It will not. The numerator won't factor, so that's all we got. Okay. All right, here we go again. My denominator, I'm going to go ahead and factor. That's x minus 4, x plus 3, plus, this is going to be, take out a 12 here, and that's terrible, x minus 4. All right, that's still bad. I'm sorry, that's an x minus 4. That's a little better. Okay, your LCD is going to be all the factors that you have. Okay, so I've got a 12, I've got an x minus 4, and I've got an x plus 3. So that's my LCD. So I'm going to ask myself the same question. What does that need to become that? Or what is it missing? And it's missing a 12, which means I'm going to multiply the numerator by 12, and I get 12x. I'm going to ask the same question over here. What's it need? It's just missing the x plus 3. So I'm going to do the 5 times the x plus 3. And that would give me 5x plus 15. So my numerator is going to be 17x plus 15 over my denominator. Now, if I could factor my numerator, I would try to do it and see if it would cancel anything on the bottom. But there's no way 17x plus 15 factors. So I'm just going to stop right there. All right. Not too bad, just addition and fraction. You got to be able to find the LCD. Once you do that, ask yourself, what does each term need? What does each denominator need to be that? And you multiply the numerator by whatever the answer to that question is. Hope that makes a little bit of sense. And we'll work on it tomorrow like we always do. See you then.